So anyway, if you remember last time, you guys were sort of thwarted in your attempt to storm Don Bambilo's castle by a horde of zombies. So
Yes, that's right.
you guys made a beeline back to your clubhouse and talked it over and decided that you would each go your separate ways and try and recruit some powerful people from your past to try and help you through this difficult task. So your obvious thought, although much begrudging was that it's time to go back to your original village and talk to Mom and Dad. If you recall, tasters, in the very beginning, Thad had mentioned that his father was a powerful military leader. So Thad's first thought is, although he doesn't want to have to go ask Mommy and Daddy for help, that's it might be his only solution to defeat the powerful Don Bamvilo. So Thad, you make your way back to your elf village. It's a couple of days journey. It's a pretty long haul, but you get there pretty much undisturbed. So you make your way to your parents' old house, and as soon as you open the door, you hear, "Oh my gosh, little Thaddy, look how big you've grown. My little boy has come home. Look at him, a handsome young man. I bet you drive all the wenches crazy. Do you have a girlfriend? You're too skinny. Why don't you eat something? Are those bags under your eyes? Are you sleeping okay? Well, I cleaned your room while you were gone." She rattles off several more momisms while she scurries about, fluffing pillows and dusting tables. Meanwhile, your dad is at his desk grunting at paperwork. He may have made a sound acknowledging you, but you can't be sure. What would you like to do, Thad?
I would like to tell my mother that I've been hitting the gym really hard lately.
Oh, I can tell. Look at those muscles. Make some muscles for your mommy, Thad. Make some muscles.
I make all kinds of Mr. Universe poses.
Oh, my stars and garters. You're looking so handsome.
This is great. You know what? I could use some dinner. It's been a long journey. What are you gonna make for me?
Sure, I'll make your favorite. What's your favorite?
Mincemeat pie.
Mincemeat pies for everyone. Your father grunts again and doesn't look up from his paperwork. So she gives you another big hug and she heads off to the kitchen to make some mincemeat pies for you for dinner.
Hey, Dad. What's up? How's the paperwork treating you? Good?
Oh, Dad. You're here. Great. Yeah, I'm busy, son. Thanks, though. It's going great. Thanks.
Do you want to see my huge muscles?
Sorry, son. No, I have no time.
Oh, I figured it'd be polite to ask.
He doesn't acknowledge you. He just puts his nose back into his papers.
So I've been on some interesting adventures lately. We killed some rats, and I got real dirty at one point. I've solved a lot of problems with money. I thought maybe you'd be proud of me, since I ended up just really making a name for myself out there.
Where? What? What did you say?
It's good to be home.
Your mom comes back a couple of minutes later and with some delicious minced meat pies. Your father eats his at the table, at his desk. You join your mother at the dining room table.
So, how is everyone?
Oh, Daddy.
How's Uncle Chad and my cousin Mortimer?
Oh, they're all great. They're going to be so happy to see you. So happy that you're home for good.
Well, I'm not necessarily home for good.
Oh, no, Thaddy. What do you got to do?
This was more of kind of a, just a stop in to say hello, and, I'm kind of having a problem at work.
Oh, tell me all about it.
Well, we're trying to overthrow this evil leader who kind of has a horde of zombies at his disposal, and many, many zombie butlers as well that may or may not end up serving us in the long run. But we're kind of overmatched, and I don't necessarily know what to do from here. We need help, a lot of help. And, I was thinking, like giant mass of zombies, big horde, might need a small army to take them on, maybe? I don't necessarily know where to go from here, but it's okay. I know I'm supposed to be out having an adventure, and it's been quite the adventure so far, but really looking to make a beeline to just really nip this one in the bud before it gets out of hand. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Daddy, that's so adventurous. Your dad has a whole stinking army at his beck and call. Maybe if you asked him real nice, he could lend you some of his men.
That thought has crossed my mind. I've gone there and I've considered it. Do you have any advice to maybe, twist his arm a little bit to maybe convince him to let me have, an army at my command?
Oh, he's your dad. Just ask him for anything. He'll give you anything. I'm sure about it.
Well, I know now you're just BSing me, Mom.
I really don't know, son. I guess you just gotta have to ask him, but your father. He's a gruff son of a gun.
Well, yeah, that's an understatement, but okay, I guess I'll give it a shot. The worst thing you could say is no, and at that point, I'll just have to go back to the castle and stare certain death in the face and just deal with the hand that God has dealt me.
Oh, Daddy, no, please don't. We'll convince your father. Come on. Let's go talk to him right now.
Okay. I grab a piece of mincemeat pie and shove it down just to give me the extra courage to ask.
Mr. Thad's dad, my husband, man, could we have your attention for a second? He sort of grunts and raises his eyes off of his paperwork for the first time. What do you want?
Dad, so I have to defeat this horde of zombies at a evil overlord's castle, and I was wondering if you could let me have some of your men to use in battle to help me overcome this grand obstacle in my journey in becoming a man and proving that I am worthy of the nobleman name and fortune. I ask this humbly and as your son who is doing this to only make you happy, and I was wondering if you could let me just, become the general of a small army now. Thank you.
He pounds his desk and says, "Look, son, I don't have time for this. We're in the middle of the war with the dwarfs, and since you left to parade around with your numbskull friends of yours, we've had an infestation of druids raiding our stores of healthy granola-based snacks. It never ends. Look."
All right, well, I will give you the numbskull part. I will completely let you have that, for sure.
Look.
It is their incompetence that has landed me in this predicament, you see. It's not my fault.
Finally, something I can understand from this boy, being surrounded by idiots and nincompoops. Well, look, I'll level with you, son. I sent a regiment of my worst warriors to guard Fort Snacks. It's where we keep the national supply of Gorp. If you can find a way to get rid of these dang druids, I'll let you take those soldiers with you on your silly quest, all right? Will that make you happy?
Druids getting the Gorp, huh? This sounds good. I think I could do this. Yeah, I'll take on your challenge.
All right. I'll just get rid of those damn stinking druids, and you can have those idiot soldiers.
They can't be any more of idiots than who I'm currently with.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, that's a nice bonding moment between us.
He nods at you approvingly. Your mother is just beaming with pride, seeing her two men finally getting along so well.
I strike a couple more Mr. Universe poses and congratulations to myself.
Your mother nearly swoons. Your father is back to his paperwork and is not.
Well, now it's just kind of getting weird.
It is now that you mention it. Yeah. So, She just loves her little boy. So anyway, you spend the night at your parents' house, decided to set out in the morning and get to the end of this druid problem. So, how do you want to play this? Your father said that he's got people guarding Fort Snacks, and you don't necessarily know where the druids are. You ask your mom and dad, and they don't really know. Otherwise, they would have solved the problem by now.
You know, I should probably travel to the fort and talk to whoever's in charge.
Okay.
Throw my name around a little bit and just, get some intel.
Cool. Yeah, you spend that night hanging out with all your high school friends, drinking beers. It's a little awkward. You haven't seen them for a long time.
Cool. Can we go to the grocery store and push each other around in carts like on Jackass?
Yeah, like that.
Wow, that's cool. That's really cool.
It's like, yeah, you guys have fun living the glory days. So, all right, in the morning, you head out to Fort Snacks to try and figure out what's going on. So, you make your way. It's not too far. You travel for about 30-40 minutes. And you get to the fort and notice that there really isn't anybody around, which you didn't expect because your father said he had sent a regiment of his worst men to protect it. So, how do you want to play this?
They could have been really super bad and just wandered off.
It's very possible, yes. They are, like you said, his worst troops.
I would like to maybe kind of look around and see if there's any clues that alert me to what happened to all these guys.
Sure. Fort Snacks it's like a typical fort. There's like a big wooden wall around it. You kind of just head in the open entrance. Inside there is like some smaller buildings that maybe are barracks, and then a bigger building that you assume is the storehouse where they keep all the snacks. You're looking for like tracks or anything, but you can't really make heads or tails of what happened. There are footprints. It doesn't look like there was a battle here or anything. So, everything is like...
I don't like this. This is making me nervous. Let me check out where the snacks were stored. Maybe there's something in there that can give me some info.
Okay, I'm going to make a roll for you. Clever here roll. So you sort of make your way over to the storehouse, and you don't really notice anything going on. You get to the front door, and you open it, and you head inside. So you head inside, and you slowly open the door and notice a bunch of druids hanging out in the storeroom.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay, so how big is this door? Is it huge?
So it's the exact same size as all the doors have been in this entire adventure because I've only got one set.
Fantastic.
Yeah. You notice that they're kind of sitting in a small sort of like entrance room. There's some like snack wrappers strewn about. You also notice some of the elves that were supposed to be guarding the place. They look like they're unconscious, laying on the floor. They're not represented in that picture right now.
Okay.
Also, an extreme haze of smoke and smog is billowing from the room.
Sweet.
These druids have been up to some illicit activities.
All right, so my question is, did I barge through this door, or can I just kind of crack it open and see what's going on?
So you just kind of crack it open, and
okay.
you see the scene in front of you there. There's three druids. They've got these like weird sort of rocks, like big stone sculptures that like something that would like kind of mark a way path, but in the middle they're like glowing green and emitting smoke.
So, what kind of weapons do they have? Can I see that?
Yeah, they all look like they have like staffs.
Okay, cool.
So they're not like they're not armed to the teeth. They're just like,
all right,
kind of like wizard staffs.
Not 100% worried about that. All right, cool. I'm gonna open up the door, walk in, and say, "Hey, guys, can I get a hit?"
They all sort of turn around to see you. Let me put you on the board here. And you walking through the door, just calm as a cucumber, and say, "Hey guys, can I get a hit?" And like, "Oh, sure, man. Join the circle." And so,
sweet.
you walk up.
It's gonna be my chillest adventure yet.
This is a potentially chill ass adventure. So
These guys are cool.
Yeah, there's smoke bellowing through the room, and you're getting quite a big contact high. Doesn't look like they have any like smoking apparatuses. It just looks like they're kind of smoking out the room with these magical weed stones.
So, did you guys eat all the gorp?
No, man, there's some in the back, man. Go ahead and get some if
sweet.
you want it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to hang out here for a sec and just like soak up the chill vibes. You know, I might have a snack later.
Cool, man, cool. You seem like a really cool dude. You look
Yeah.
familiar, man. Do I know you from somewhere?
No, I don't think so. I've been out adventuring for a long time now. It's kind of my thing.
Cool, dude. Cool. How's your adventuring going?
It's going okay, I guess. I mean, you know, I needed to take a break because things were getting too intense. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. I hate when that happens, man. You know, when my dad sent me to law school, man, that's how I felt. I just had to get away from it all, man. So I joined up with these druids. Just been chilling ever since.
Oh,
Super
yeah, I
sweet.
totally get it. So,
Yeah.
like, you've been on some sweet adventures. What are you guys doing here?
Oh, you know, this elf king, man, this elf general, he wants us to, like, not eat all these snacks. But, like, if you don't want us to eat all these snacks, man, why would you put all these snacks here? Think about it.
It's a poor choice in hindsight.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, there's some elves guarding it, but we took care of them. We got them real high, and we threw them in that back room. So,
Oh, that's not that bad.
no, not at all, man. You know, we're cool dudes.
So, like, you know, what's your guys' plan? You just gonna hang out here for a while or what?
One of the lady druids says, "Oh yeah, dude. We're just gonna chill here, eat up all these snacks, and we'll probably get on the road. You know, we got places to be.
Oh, cool.
There's so much nature out there, man." The other lady's like, "Yeah, man, nature."
I get it. I totally get it. This is great. You guys are cool.
Yeah. How'd you stumble in on us, man?
You know, like I was just in the area, and you know, I was really thinking maybe I would, you know, go on a little snack quest, you know, like a vision quest, but I was just like really hungry.
Get out of town, man. That's exactly what brought us here. Snack
See,
vision quests, man.
There's got to be like some kind of like, you know, like outside force just pulling us here.
You couldn't be more right, man.
I can feel it.
Whoa, what's your name, by the way, dude?
My name is Chad.
Chad, man, sweet. That's a really cool name. My name is also Chad. What are the odds?
That is crazy. See,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, this was meant to happen.
Yeah, man. I'm Chad
You're
Druid.
meant to be here.
It's really good to see you, man. I'm really digging off your vibes. I feel like some universal force, like you were saying, man, like conspired to bring us all here together, man.
So at this point, Thad has been chilling with these guys that just, like, they're so cool, he's forgotten what he was supposed to do.
Right.
At this point. What am I supposed to do? These guys are so cool that, like, I don't want to, like, hurt
Well,
them.
I mean, it's up to you. Your dad wants you to get rid of the druid menace, but you know, you met these guys and they seem chill as fudge.
They seem pretty cool.
You don't
So maybe I'll just, like, continue to chill with them for the rest of the night.
Yeah. So you hang out with him for about another 20 minutes, and you notice one of the elf soldiers who was sent to guard this. He's on the floor, kind of next to you, passed out. And he sort of stirs. And he goes, the weed, it's too dank, man. It's too dank, and passes back out.
Okay. So nobody else heard him, right? But just me?
Just you. Everyone
Okay.
else is like looking
Okay,
into
cool. Okay, cool.
into the
All right.
fire and like just chilling out on some DMB and fish and Grateful Dead.
Is there a reason why it knocks them out but does not knock the druids out?
I don't know. I mean, druids are
Okay.
famously sort of magical entities, right?
Yeah, that's true.
They can master master of the elements, masters of nature. So perhaps they have like some sort of built-in resilience to this sticky icky.
All right. So we're about 20 minutes in. Like, I'm feeling pretty good, but I'm not getting sleepy yet.
No, you're still like you've got a body buzz, as they would say in the drug smoking community.
All right, perfect.
But you're not like super out of sorts yet.
All right. So at this point, I tell everyone I'm going to take my leave to go find whatever Gorp is left.
Sure. So you head into that back room there. That's where they keep all the snacks.
All right, sweet.
I'm going to open it up. And you head back there and you open up the door and you find this huge golem, stone golem type thing. He's going through and sort of like taking snacks. He's got a big like sack that he's putting in his all the snacks in. Looks like he's been raiding while these other druids have been chilling out.
Whoa.
He doesn't he like kind of looks at you and like gives you like a cool guy head nod, but
sweet.
And like grunts because that's what golems do. They can't really talk. So he's like, "Rrr," and then he just like goes back to like grabbing snacks and putting them in his sack.
Nice. So I go, hey, so I'm like, hey, bro, what are you doing here?
He's like, "Rrr, sure." Can't really talk.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Do y'all like money?
He like sort of like looks and he like doesn't understand. He looks confused.
You know, like gold, like money. And I pull the gold out of my pockets and show it to him.
Oh, you pull out the gold and his like little golem eyes, they get like some real energy around him. He's like, oh, yeah, gold, yeah.
Yeah, you want this? You want this sweet, sweet gold?
It's like,
all right, I need you to drop what you're doing, go into this room behind me, and knock those 3 druids out.
all right, let's see how convincing you are. When you try to bribe people, we give you a +1 modifier, so I'll do that. Let's see how clever you are against this this strange golem man. All right, so actually, yeah, he seems to be pretty convinced, although assumingly he was with those golems to begin with, or with those hippies to begin with. I don't know. He could just be part of the fort, I guess. But
I gave him a lot of money.
Right. Yeah. So no, he's convinced. He sort of like goes into the other room, right, and starts thrashing the place up, right. So you're hearing random yelps. The druids are really caught unawares. Also in this room, in addition, after the golem moves, because he was kind of blocking it up, you see a bunch more elven soldiers on the ground, sort of passed out from the 2 dank.
Oh boy! All right, I start pulling these elven guys out to get them away from the sticky icky.
Okay, cool. You're if you want to get them out, you have to kind of go in through the way you came. You'd probably only be able to like grab 2 at a time, but you can kind of hope that the golem has these druids under control, and then
cool.
Yeah. So you'll like grab 2 at a time and start making your way through. I'm gonna roll for this golem to see how he's doing with these druids. See if he's so I'm gonna roll a golem, forceful. Oh wow, yeah. So he just like when he first comes into the room, that lady on the closest to the door there, he just like boom, knocks her out straight away. The druids are going to try and control this guy with their druid magic powers. Let's see if they get a hold on him. Okay, so after he knocks that first lady out, the druids kind of restrain him, and you get 2 of the elf soldiers out. But
all right, cool.
As you're coming back in through the door, you notice that although the one druid lady has knocked the fudge out, the other 2 druids and the golem seem none too pleased. So I'm going to move you back to over here by the door. There's probably about another like 12 or 14 elves strewn about this area.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of them. There were a lot. Yeah, they're all sort of like piled in the corner of that back room, and there are a couple passed out in this main room too. So,
all right. So are these elven guard guys? Are they coming too?
You can notice, yeah, a couple of them that were in this room, or actually in the other room. It seems like the smoke didn't get to them as much, and they're sort of like shaking their heads out, and yeah, coming to a little bit. You notice like when you went to bring those other 2. That being said, the ones in this room right now, they're still pretty passed out. Let's say there's 3 in this room still, and there are 10 still in the other room. And you got 2 to safety. So there's like 15 total. So, yeah, the 3 in this room are still passed out. And then the ones in the other room, the 10 in the other room are coming to a little bit, but they're still fuzzy to say the least. So, how do you want to play this?
All right, I yell at these guys, the elven guys, to get up. I need you to fight right now. You gotta. Do you need coffee? What do you need? Wake up.
All right, so let's see. So you start in the other room. I said there's 10. I'm gonna, for every like one success you have, one will get up. So one of them in the back room, you hear like shuffling around. You can't really see what's going on right now because you don't really have line of sight to it. But you assume that one of them at least has heard what you said and has gotten up. So so like that, you can do one more action before these druids
Okay.
are at you. And like we said, this one got knocked out, so I'm just going to take her off the board.
Would it help if I destroyed one of those sweet stone bongs that's pumping out all the smoke?
Yeah, that actually might help. So
okay.
Do you want to take a shot at one of those guys?
I do, yeah.
Okay. You want to shoot at the closest one? There are 3 total. The one's not really on camera. I'm going to move this.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, let me shoot the closest one first, because I want these 2 guys that I dragged to kind of like come to.
Okay. Sure. So let's say sneaky. So yeah, you hit one center mass and it just sort of shatters.
Oh, sweet.
You hit it right like where it's like it's shooting out the smoke, and it just sort of shatters into a million pieces. So that's cool. You can see already, like instantly, there's like less smoke. It's easier to see in the room. So the girl on the right there was like, I thought you were so cool, man. I thought we were gonna have such a chill day together, but I guess not. And she runs at you with her staff.
Oh boy.
And she tries to whack you about the head. She hits you sort of on the shoulder. It hurts, but you're not too badly. Luckily, you've got all that sweet ass expensive armor that you got from your family.
That's right.
Way back in the day. So that took the brunt of the impact, but it's going to leave a little welt there. So you're okay though. You're still in good fighting shape.
Perfect.
The other druid, he sort of spends his turn like reestablishing a connection with that golem. You can tell like he's like channeling magical energy into that golem. So right now he's not going to do anything. So we're going to say that you are up again. Oh, actually no, we've got the weedy little elf who's who you woke up. So. He's got a bow as well, and he's going to take a shot at that golem. But it doesn't really do anything. It just sort of rebounds off the rocky, craggy skin that the golem has. So,
oh boy.
Nothing really happening there. Arrows might not be the best choice to attack the golem with.
All right.
So, yeah, you're up again.
Cool. So I am going to take aim and shoot at another one of the stone bongs.
Okay, sure. It's gonna be a tricky shot, but you can take a shot like over that lady who's in front of you. So
yes.
Let's say here that you're gonna need at least a 4. You needed a 3 last time. You're gonna need at least a 4. Woo. But we'll see. You can do it. It's not too terrible. We'll say you're being sneaky. It's your best stat. So you've seen, you sort of comprehended the druid's plan of attack here, and you're sneaking your way around it by destroying their main source of power, which is that terrible smoke. So no, you missed on your first one. You can take one more shot if you'd like, or you can try and do something else.
I am going to. Okay, so what else is in the room? Is it just bare walls? What's the situation?
Like right now there's like they were all sort of sitting around a campfire.
Okay.
Which again, there's a lot of smoke in this room. Luckily, it's well ventilated. But yeah, there's the golem, your druid enemies. Other than that, yeah, there's like not really much. It seems like just like it's like mostly just storage space. There's like some pallets and stuff on the ground that they were sitting on that previously contained snacks.
All right. Well, then in that case, yeah, let me take a second shot at this stone bong thing.
Okay. So that one, wow. You, man, what a shot.
Oh, yeah, thank God.
You actually, you just, like, make the greatest shot of your life, and, you put an arrow, like, right into the area where the smoke is coming out, and, it, like, the smoke inside this stone statue bong thing sort of builds up, and then, shortly thereafter, it just explodes from the inside, raining little shards of stone and glass everywhere. Let's see if, I'm gonna make another roll to see if any of this debris hits any of these druids. I'm gonna roll for each of the druids.
Oh, cool.
So, nope. And one of them, it doesn't actually hurt him at all, but it sort of distracts him from what he's doing. It distracts the one who's channeling his energy into the golem. So it looks like he's a little distracted from what he was doing. So that's good. And then there's a lot less smoke pouring from the room. I'm going to give you one more roll here to see if any more elves manage to wake up here. So, unfortunately, you're not rolling super well on the elves, but another elf wakes up in the back room. This one's got a spear, so that's maybe a little bit better for you. All right, cool. So, last but not least, these two little weedy elves will sort of move in and try and attack this golem again. Unfortunately, they don't have a super good chance of doing a lot of damage to him. Here's the one with the spear. Nothing, and here's the other one. No, nothing really. They're just they're just too woozy to do much of anything. They're trying to fight, but they haven't found their feet yet. So maybe in a couple of rounds they'll get their shit together. So in the meantime, that lady again in front of you is going to try and hit you with her wizard stick. She's going to make 2 attacks against you here. Uh-oh. So one of them hits you again. It's exactly opposite. The last time it hit you on the left shoulder. This time she wanged you right on the right shoulder. Again, for a decent little amount of damage. Really, it's nothing too bad thanks to your sophisticated elven armor. But you're starting to... They're starting to sting. So
it seems more like a mild annoyance.
Yeah, I mean, like,
point.
It's like, I'm trying to think of, like, a good example of, like, the pain amount. It's
like you got hit with a pitch in baseball or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking of.
Cool.
Like, yeah. You got, like, not even, like, a fastball. You got hit with, like, a changeup. It hurts, don't get me wrong, but it's not, like, it's not going to kill you. So.
Especially not after I got these huge muscles.
No, those muscles, they're helping you out, for sure. It looks like this round, the druid in the middle there, he's sort of, he's gotten control over this golem. So, next turn, I think this golem's going to be in the fight. So,
all right,
beware of that. So, that'll bring things back around to you. What do you want to do here? Unfortunately for you, it looks like if you want to try and get to that last smoke emitter, you're going to have to. You don't really have line of sight. The golem is kind of blocking it.
Right.
As well as like 2 other druids. So I don't know, you can try and like do some crazy elven acrobatics around that lady or just fight something else for a turn.
Now I'm going to take a shot at this druid that's trying to wrestle control of the golem.
Sure. So that's the druid there in the middle. So you're going to take a shot at him, I assume?
Yes. Preferably, I would assume logically if I shot at his head, it would really affect his ability to concentrate and put wrestle control of this thing away.
All right, calling your shot. All right, so I'm gonna give you a -1 modifier on that. But if you actually do hit, you'll sever the connection between the druid and the golem. So
oh God!
Let's So no, that misses, unfortunately for you. This might be a decent time to consider using one of your feats, or you technically got fate points that we never use, where you can reroll, that you can use to reroll with.
Do I still have an action left?
You still have one action on, yeah.
I'm going to run up and punch this guy in the head.
Okay, great. Sometimes the simple things are the most effective, so this is just a good old-fashioned punch in the face. And guess what? It works.
Oh, yes.
So
I'm the greatest.
Yeah. You punch him square in the noggin and knock him down. Ugh. He doesn't seem too badly hurt, but you definitely stunned him. So the golem again is just confused. He doesn't know. Like, you bribed him with gold. For whatever reason that worked. I don't know. Maybe he just likes minerals because he's made out of rocks. But these guys...
we have established that he loves gold, though, right?
He does, yes.
Just like Goldmember, right?
Yes, exactly. He's very
cool.
Very
right.
similar character.
I'm going to remember that.
Okay. So, let's see, last but not least, if any more of your elves wake up here. No, man, you have no luck. These elves are just... They're too fudged up right now. They don't even know what's going on.
Oh,
I lose you there for a second?
just for a second. I'm back now.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you had no luck trying to get these elves to wake up. They're too messed up, man. So these two are still up, and hopefully they're a little more on their feet right now. So let's see if they can do some damage to this golem. Nope. And no, they're thrashing out ineffectually. They're like, it looks like they're really putting like a lot of effort in, but they're too fudged up, man.
You potheads are the worst.
It's like they're swinging Nerf sticks at this guy, just doing nothing. Unfortunately for you. So, the druid in front of you gets back to his feet, and he swings out with his staff, as well as does the druid to your right or left, depending on, I don't know. The camera's to the side of me; it's hard to tell. So yeah, they swing at you with their staves. Uh-oh, woof! That lady hit you real hard.
All right, I'm gonna use a stunt right now.
Oh no! Okay, so
Armor Smith straight flexing.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna just disregard one of those damage rolls.
Yes.
So okay, that's one of his feats. I don't know if we've gone through this, but once per game, Thad can use one of his feats to just say, I take no damage from that attack. So I'm actually going to give it to you to the next one, because you took even more damage from the next attack.
Oh my god.
So,
all right.
This druid is really, she is just mad. You have enraged her. And again, she is not terribly affected by all the smoke in the room. So, yeah, she thrashes out at you with her druid staff, and she lands blow after blow on you. Luckily, your armor shunts off quite a good deal of it, but as for the rest of the damage, you're starting to feel it with the combination of bruises that are quickly piling up on your body, and the amount of smoke that you've inhaled. You're starting to feel a little woozy.
Oh no! All right.
Last but not least, there's one more druid. We'll see if he does anything. No, the druid that you knocked down that turn sort of spends a turn getting to his feet. He weakly lashes out at you with his druid staff, but he does not manage to hit you. You're too lucky. You're too yeah. The lady spent too much. She was taking up all the area whacking you. He couldn't get a shot in edgewise. So the golem turns around to these two elves that have been ineffectually lashing out at it, and he is going to try and grab one. So he does. He picks up one of the elves and he throws it at the other elf that has been attacking him. And oh man, he picks up the one elf and he throws it at the other elf, and he hits him. He makes contact, and both of the elves go flying, and they're going to be incapacitated for the rest of this battle, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's not much different from when they were doing before.
No,
so.
at least
I
they
feel no sympathy for these guys
Yeah.
because they're terrible.
At least they proved to be a distraction for a turn. So the golem seems to refocus his attention here. You know, he turns back around and he's eyeing you down. So I don't know. You better do something quick.
All right, I'm going to use another stunt.
Okay, great.
I'm stunting all over the place over here.
Sure.
I'm going to use, do you even know who my dad is on the golem? And I'm going to say, Golem, you want some more gold? Kill these druid fools. And I throw money at them.
All right, I like it. So, I'll give you that +1 modifier again, because we found out that golem does like
That is +2.
Oh, it's
The
+2.
stunt is +2.
My bad. Good call. Thanks for correcting me here.
I'm gonna need every single one.
You're gonna eat every single. So you empty your purse, just all on the floor. You throw it all out there, and oh yeah,
More where that came from.
Yep. So you see the golem's eyes go wide again, and he just sort of like two-handed Hulk smashes the druid right in front of him. Let's see if he hits him. Oops. Yeah, and he smashes him. He's out of it for this time being.
Sweet.
So, all right. So, you have one more action this turn. What would you like to do?
So that leaves exactly one druid left.
Yes, there's one druid. She's put a pounding on you.
All right. So in that case, I am going to. She's right in front of me, right?
Yeah. She's right to your side, but yeah, basically right in front of you.
I'm going to take an arrow out of my quiver
Okay.
and just jam it right into the back of her knee.
Okay, great. Let's see if it works here. So, let's say clever. All right, and yeah, you do it. She just buckles. You take an arrow from your quiver and jam it straight into the back of her knee there, and she just goes down like a sack of potatoes. She's obviously not dead, or not even necessarily. Well, I guess incapacitated for sure, but she's still conscious, as opposed to those other two druids. So, she's down on the ground.
Sweet.
So, all right. It looks like you've cleared basically all the immediate threats. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna run around and try to. Well, let me do this. I'm gonna move over so I get a better line of sight on the last stone bong and take that out.
Sure. You don't even have to. There's no threats. You can spend all the time you need to and
Sweet.
take it out. So cool. The golem is just sort of like sitting there like a good puppy. He's just doesn't seem.
I say, all right, stone golem, you're rich now. Go get some stone golem hookers. Get out of here, you crazy cat.
He goes out the door and is happy to be gone. So Kool-Aid Man style, he runs through the door. He doesn't even manage to open it.
Sweet.
It's too dumb. So none of the druids that you knocked out, they're all still alive, as far as you can tell. So you've also got a horde of elf prisoners, I guess, that you can take back. I don't know what your plan is here.
I have got to tie these druids up first.
Okay, so
that's priority number one.
You find just some rope somewhere. You either have it with you or it's in one of the storerooms.
Hey, I'm a rogue. I probably have rope on me.
Yeah, exactly. You probably do have rope on you. So you tie the druids up. They're not going anywhere. And then you spend the next couple of minutes getting up all the elves and getting them out of this building. So
I'm like slapping them around Three Stooges style.
Oh yeah, totally.
They're running into each other, and I'm making exasperated noises.
So yeah, you get all the elves out of there, and you've got the 3 druids all tied up. So
all right. So I need to find the most competent elf. Okay,
so you basically you basically find the guy who's in charge. He looks like he's got like some extra medals as opposed to all the other elves. He's got like a slightly cooler weapon. And you go up and talk to him and be like, all right, my dad, tell me what you tell him.
I say, my dad sent me here to check in on you guys, and I found you all high as hell, passed out. What the hell happened?
Oh, sir, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that you're the General Nobleman's son. I'm sorry. We had a lapse in our duty. These druids came. They seemed like such cool dudes, but in the end, they got us too high and wouldn't let us eat any snacks. Thank you. Thank you for saving me and my men. I'm eternally grateful.
And just to confirm, all the snacks are gone.
Well, there's still some snacks left, but...
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I go eat some snacks.
Okay. Snack it up.
I immediately run off and start shoveling snacks in my mouth.
Yeah, so you eat some good old raisins and peanuts, some granola, some jerky. That's kind of a healthy snack, but not really.
I'll make my own trail mix.
Yeah.
Put some M&Ms in there.
Oh, yeah, that's the best part. I just eat all the M&Ms out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Put some popcorn in there, get really wild.
Oh, man, I've never done that before. That sounds like
It's good. It's real good.
Okay. So, yeah, you just shovel snacks in your face for like a solid
Sweet.
30 or 40 minutes. And you come back and talk to that leader again. He's like, "Oh, I hope you've finished. I hope you've eaten well, sir. You deserve it. You did quite a deed here today, and you have mine and my soldiers' loyalty."
Fantastic. You might regret those words, relatively shortly. But for the meantime, go report back to my father and tell him what you witnessed here.
Sir, yes, sir. And he scampers off. So you sort of spend the rest of the day milling about Fort Snacks. You sort of take inventory of the people, and it seems like there are 10 elven bowmen, 10 elven spearmen, and 5 elven great, they're like huntsmen. They got big woodland axes. They look like they can do a lot of damage. So a total of 25 guys. That's going to be helpful in your quest to overthrow Don Banvilo. So
before we leave, I spend several hours fashioning a plaque to commemorate the Battle of Fort Snacks. Inscribed on this day, the Thad Nobleman cleverly and forcefully took back Fort Snacks from the evil druids with the help of Stone Golem.
Unfortunately, as you're making your way out of Fort Snacks, you notice that Stone Golem is just in a heap, and you sort of realize that golems need magic to be animated, and once you knocked out all those druids, he lost the connection and fell lifeless. He sacrificed for all.
And he will remain there, right?
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Unless some other crafty druid comes along and animates him again. But
really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
You should be good. You're good for now. As far as your dad knows, you did what he asked you to do.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Well, that's it. Do you want to go back and gloat to your dad or just head out?
I think I'm just going to head out.
Okay.
It's like when you used to come home for winter break from college.
Right.
Where the first 2 days, you're like, oh, it's so great to be home. And, I love seeing everybody. And then by day 3, you're like, I just want to go back to school. Just get me out of here. I can't stand these people anymore. Yeah, that's where Thad's at. He's like, the mincemeat pie is great. And in fact, I might go back home and get a couple slices for the road.
Right.
To share with the guys. Because, I rib on them and call them knuckleheads, but really... they're my friends.
They are.
So I'm going to bring some homemade mincemeat pie back for them.
I'm sure they'll appreciate that.